Hey, what's up you guys, it's Brandon here. Wanted to bring you another Marvel Legends review. Only this one's not a Marvel Legends, this is the Amazing Spider-Man. Nope, still got the price tag on there. Yeah, whatever, it'll be there. I got this for 20 bucks just now. And just wanted to bring you the review. So, here's it in the packaging. There you go. When I first saw this, I thought it was gonna be really stupid, you know, to get the Ultimate Spider-Man in the movie line, but you know, now that I saw it again, just thought I'd pick it up. This looked really cool. Really liked how it came out. There he is. A little bio on the character. If you want to read it, there you go. Freeze frame, or you can pause it. Go for it. So now I'm gonna open this up and then we're gonna get started with the review. Here we have the Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, and there he goes dying. So as you can see, we can kind of get him into these cool poses, you know, and very flexible toy. Almost kind of reminds me of this Spider-Man right here that we got in the Spider-Man Classics line. You know, he's not as posable. Well, I think they're just about the same thing. The only thing is he doesn't have the ankle rocker like he does. Yeah, pretty much, and he could do this. But yeah, pretty much kind of the same kind of articulation. But let's look at this guy right here. So, well, first let's look at his accessories. So he has the shield. Shield is pretty cool. Has some really nice paint detailing all around here of the web. And it bends a little bit. Not bad. Even on this side there's a little bit of paint detailing. Not too much. But it's pretty much just what's on this side, just showing through. Kinda, yeah, I like it. It's kinda big. And he comes with these stupid building bases that we've seen a few times. Well, here's the Wave 3 ones, and then here's the Avengers ones. And we know the deal, you can hook them up wherever the freak you want them to look neat. So, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So I really don't care for this base. I really was not excited when I heard he was coming with it. I was really more excited for this accessory, this right here, because it just looks really neat. I don't even think he makes web shields. But yeah, too much talking about that. Let's look at the figure himself. Straight him out. So here we got him. Here we go. Here he is in all his glory, the Ultimate Spider-Man. Douche. So, first let me say he's kind of on the short side. If I could do a quick size comparison to him and Spider-Man that I just showed you. So here's that Spider-Man Classics, and you can see that even standing straight, this guy is standing as straight as possible. Well, let me just fix that. Here you go. He's still kind of, I think he's like a little bit under 5 inches. And this guy is over 6. And then here's the Ben Reilly Spider-Man from the Ares wave. And as you can still see, he's clearly taller, like over the head. And then here's the Marvel Select black suited Spider-Man. And he's kind of like bigger than him too, even though he's kind of leaning a little bit up, and he killed everybody. Black suited Spider-Man hates everyone. Then black suited Spider-Man is known for knocking over everybody on my shelves. So yeah, so you could still see he's kind of short, like kind of really short. But there's a lot of nice detailing in there. There's, like in the head, this is all sculpted in. Like that's sculpted in. There's a little indent right there, and that's sculpted in. Those eyes are huge, by the way. Only one little thing I don't like about his face. I'm turning to the side. That chin kind of points out a little bit. a little bit too much. It almost looks like he has like a very extra long chin. But either way, it still looks good, like from the front, even like a little bit side view, you know. But from the side, that points out a little bit too much, and I wish he could look down. One thing. But he has some really nice detailing across his chest and his back, that giant spider, even though mine has a little scuff in the back right there. You can't really see. Yeah, you can't really see it, so it's really not a big deal. Probably try to paint that over. And he's kind of missing some webbing right here. Kind of seems like there's a spot for it. There's none there. Maybe that's just the way he looks in the comic books. I don't really know too much about him. I just kind of like the way he looks in this outfit. And he's pretty much all black from the abdomen down. And he's kind of like this really shiny black plastic up to the calf. Right when you get to this calf, it's a different paint on this one leg. Actually, it's just this leg, which is really weird. I think that might be just mine. Everything else is this shiny plastic, but this, it's like dull, very dull. It's really weird. I don't know why that's like that. I don't know if this is all of them or this is just mine. Everything else is a shiny plastic, but this is kind of bothering me. But I love the way the hands are. These hands are pretty cool. Look at that. It's got like little black lines. They're supposed to be like webbing, kind of like up here, but the opposite here. Same thing on this hand. They're pretty cool. I really like that. I wish he would have had something on his feet, maybe. But I know that's not the way the comic books are, but you know, the way he is in the comic book, because I've seen pictures, but I wish there would have been something there. But let's go over the articulation. So his head rotates 360 degrees, but it's really, really tight. Oh, yeah, it's really tight. Really tight in there. I can't seem to get it to loosen up. I was messing with it for a couple minutes. It's still really loose in there. And he's got that armpit joint right there. Kind of moves in and out a little bit more on this side than the other one. But the other thing is that this, when you pull it out, it doesn't match too well. Matches better on this side. Matches way better on this side. And then his arms rotate 360 degrees on both sides. So both sides 360 degrees at the ball joint. Goes up and down right here. And then he has the bicep swivel right here. Right? Double jointed elbows. And he rotates at the wrist and also moves up and down at the wrist. Right there. Right? And then he has the ab crunch right there, which is awesome, and 360 degrees at the waist. He's on a ball joint, or a very bad Y joint. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's on a ball Y joint. Yeah, and then double jointed knees with the calf. 360 degrees at the calf. Sorry about that. And with the ankle rocker, the brand new ankle rocker, which we've been seeing a lot of, but this one kind of doesn't go this way. I don't know why it doesn't go too much of that way, which is kind of like what we need to do. We don't really need it to go that way. Yeah, see? Which is kind of weird. I don't know why it doesn't. You kind of like pull it back, then slide it one way. I don't know what's wrong with that one. But this one works fine. It kind of swivels all the way around. I think this is the wrong piece or something, because this doesn't match anything. It kind of doesn't want to go that way. I don't want to force it to break it, you know. So oh yeah, but all around he's kind of like really cool, you know. Besides this one kind of leg right here, everything else is pretty great on him. I love the articulation. The only thing I don't like is that his head doesn't go up or down. It's kind of like stuck looking this weird kind of angle. You can get him to do this, which is pretty cool. You know, you got that back shine. You know, if you want to have him displayed this way, you know, showing his back, he can look over his own shoulder, you know. Hey, you found me. But he's pretty badass. I really like it. If you got 15 to 20 bucks to spend on him, I say go get him. I picked him up in my local store a couple blocks away from where I live, and I don't regret it. he was worth the 20 bucks because there's no Walmarts here, you know, where I live. So, you know, I just love it. I love the, you know, like, look at that sculpting right there. Look at that. This is nice. On this forearm, it's real nice. His whole arm looks awesome. You know, the detailing that they put into this is worth it. I wish there would have been more detailing right here because this looks kind of plain. I know it's kind of weird that I'm rubbing his crotch. It's right there, just rubbing that crotch. Yeah. But it's worth it. I say if you got 15 to 20 bucks, go pick them up. Yeah. So my name is Brandon. Yep. Once again, this is the Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. Wait, the Amazing Spider-Man series, Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, that sounds better. And I say go get yourself one. All right. Peace.